You think it's been 30 seconds?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So what's your name? Sorry.
Micah.
Micah, my name's Mia. What are your pronouns?
He, him.
Okay, got you. They, she.
Cool, awesome. Okay, I'm supposed to go first.
Oh, wait, I gotta put my glasses on.
Okay. When was the last time you lied and why did you?
When was the last time? Oh, it was today. I told my grandma I was coming to a doctor's appointment. Because, like, I, like, told my parents that this was what I was coming to do, and I told my sister.
Yeah.
But I wasn't about to sit there and explain to my grandma what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
Like, she's also, like, she is old, and she only speaks Spanish, so I was not about to explain to her that I was going on, like, some blind date shit.
Right.
It was not going to be the vibe. So,
yeah, this is a little bit hard to explain, I won't lie.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even know if I should tell my parents, because I was like, ugh. Like, I'm out to my parents. It's not, like, a secret, but I've never, like, introduced anybody or anything like that. I feel like my family, like, they know I'm gay, but it's kind of just, like, I think the idea of me, like, actually dating someone and being with someone hasn't, like, fully registered to them. So, yeah, but my dad drove me here, so I kind of had to tell him, and I'm trying to, like, build closer relationships with my family, so I told my sister about him. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's my turn. What's the first thing you noticed about me, and why do you think it stuck out?
The first thing I noticed was your bracelets.
Because yeah, they're noisy.
Yeah, I heard when you were taking your blindfold off, I heard like the shaking. Probably then your hair and your piercings, because I really like curly hair, I guess.
Thanks.
Yeah, I
Nice.
appreciate it. In what ways am I most similar and most different to the people you typically date?
Well, I've never dated. Well, I dated. Okay, so gotta give you background on like my dating history. So I've only ever had one girlfriend, and it was when I was 15. She was a white girl, and it was a complete mess. Honestly, it was like so traumatizing and terrible.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. So she's the only girl that I've ever dated, the first and last girl I dated. And I've liked people since then. I actually, I've had a crush on one of my friends for like 3 years, which she doesn't actually know. So if I'm saying that, I'm gonna have to like tell her about it now, but like whatever. Yeah. I liked her for like 3 years. I don't like her anymore. And she was also white. So that would be different. It would also just be different, like talking to someone like romantic, because like both of those people have been my friends. So I've never like started talking to someone with the intention of like, this is going to be romantic. So I think that would be different. Just like the whole process would be new and different. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can I answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I dated like maybe 1 or 2 boys in high school, but and I considered them relationships at the time. Now I don't, because I was not attracted to them in any way, and I felt, I don't know, I want to use an okay word, I guess like coerced into a lot of it. So yeah, but I've been dating since then, and I guess not meeting on a dating app would be different.
Really?
And definitely having this conversation.
So like everyone that you've ever dated has like, you've met them through a dating app?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you lesbian?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Just because like I don't identify as a woman.
Oh, got you. Well, you don't have to be, but that's
I've definitely heard that.
That's totally fair. What's something you think I should know about you?
I've had some experiences in trigger warnings has like eating disorder stuff in it. I've had some experiences in rehab related to that. And I guess like if we continued talking, that would be important, because I know a lot of people who like aren't aware and say the wrong things, and yeah, that's just, yeah, I guess that would be it.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I get that. Just like a sensitive topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you?
Honestly, it would be the fact that the girl that I dated when I was 15, it like sounds, when I tell people, it sounds so insignificant. Like, okay, yeah, everyone dates someone when they're 15, but
Right.
yeah, no, it like completely fucked me up, man. Like, it changed, it changed my life, like who I am as a person completely. And in that same in like how I have relationships. And I'm still like working on getting through. Oh, for reference, I'm also 20, so it's been like 5 years or 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the fact that like I still have to deal with that stuff and like figure out how to have relationships in the same vein of like I also have never dated someone, so it would be completely brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, when I've dated white people, she always asks me like, that must be so traumatizing. And before
Please.
recently, I was like, it's not traumatizing, it's just interesting or like different. But I kind of get where I really get where you're coming from. Like, just having someone who, and you don't even notice it, like, having someone who's like so different and has such a position of power and an advantage over you, it is hard. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And it's like, I guess I've never even thought about it in that sense of like the power dynamic between her being white and me not being white. I just kind of always thought that she was like a shitty person who was manipulative,
Yeah.
which is still true, but I definitely think the whiteness had something to do with it because my big struggle or like why it's so painful is like she belittled me throughout the whole thing and like tried to make me feel like shit and like gaslighted me and all of it, and I mean that's all related to her being white. So yeah, I don't know, I would advise people not to date white people, like people of color and black people, not to date them, but everyone does what they want, so yeah.
Okay. If your ex were here, what would they warn me about being in a relationship with you?
That stupid bitch. Ooh, it was so long ago. It's like crazy talking about it because I'm sure she's not the same person. I'm not the same person. But aside from all the shit that she would say about me, she would probably say that I'm too needy. Yeah. What would your ex say?
That I can be really standoffish at first. And I mean, this is different. I don't know why, but eye contact is kind of hard for me. I don't know. Just a little standoffish at first, yeah.
Eye contact makes sense. I also struggle with eye contact. We're right here, so I kind of have to. But when I'm talking to my friends, I'm usually like looking around or like doing a bunch of things, so.
No, I noticed 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I cannot do this, like sustain eye contact, but we made it, so it's all good. Yeah. Do you feel chemistry right now? Why or why not?
I do. I feel like maybe based on like body language or like, I don't know. I just, I don't know how you feel, obviously, but I feel chemistry.
I don't know. I would also say I don't know. I'm like still thinking about the fact that you said that you don't identify as a lesbian because you're like not a woman. And I'm a lesbian, so I don't know how comfortable you would feel being with someone who is a lesbian, if that makes sense. So yeah. That's just like identity stuff though. So
yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I
wouldn't be offended if you did, but
I don't. I've definitely become more like educated on the subject recently and like found out that he/him lesbians were a thing. And I don't identify as like WLW, but something close to it. I'm like non-binary, man-aligned, so.
Gotcha.
Cool.
What's next for us? general, I guess.
I feel like I would like to keep hanging out with you because you seem really cool. And I feel like I said, you could teach me a lot of things. That's not like why I want to hang out with you, but yeah. Oh, that sounded selfish.
No,
anyway,
no, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I think that you're pretty cool, and it'd be nice to have you as a friend. I like don't have that many friends. That sounds bad, but I just like I lost friends over like a little bit before the pandemic and during the pandemic because people be on some fuck shit. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to be friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed that video. This is the And Dating edition. Maybe you can use these cards on your next date. Find them at theskindeep.com/shop.